Mistake number 5 that you could be making that is sabotaging your makeup is not canceling out the redness on your eyelid before you put on eyeshadow. If you've ever asked yourself, I bought this eyeshadow palette, it doesn't look the same on me as it does on the models or on the website or on social media, it's because you're probably not priming your eyes correctly. So 2 of my favorite ways to prime my eyes is 1, either the NARS Soft Matte Concealer comes in a little round pot. I don't have it next to me right now, but it's one of my favorite ways to prime my eyes prior to eyeshadow application. Another one that I've discovered that is so good for on the eyelids as well if you have really oily eyelids is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer. But another one that I love too is the shade Bisque. This is from Makeup by Mario. This is going to be good for my skin tone, which is like a light medium. So if you have my light medium skin tone or a little bit lighter or a little bit deeper, this is going to be a good one to cancel any redness on your eyelid to give you a nice blank canvas before your eyeshadow goes on top. Let me show you the difference between using a primer on your eyes to cancel out redness and not. All right, so on this eye, we have no eyeshadow primer, nothing like that. It's all red. You could see my veins. You could see all my veins. I got a lot of juicy veins on my eyelid. So by going just straight in without any eyeshadow primer, any kind of base, you're going to be able to see that redness, those veins, any kind of discoloration you might have on your eyelid. It's going to peek through your eyeshadow and therefore it can end up making your eyeshadow look patchy. It can make it look less pigmented. It's not going to look as true to tone because you're not starting with a blank canvas, okay? So this is it all over. Granted, this is a really good eyeshadow, so it's going to look still really good on my eyes, even though they're not primed. So on this eye, I'm going to take the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes Liquid Shadow in Bisque. Get a generous amount all over. I'm going to tap it on with my N16. That eyeshadow is going to be popping. Now, before you jump into eyeshadow, this already looks really good, but make sure you lock it in with some powder, either a pressed powder that's a good pressed powder or a loose powder. Traditionally speaking, if you're talking about your face, you want to make sure you're setting your face with a loose setting powder. But with your eyes, you have a little bit more wiggle room, and one pressed powder that is an exception that I love to actually set my eyeshadow primer with is the Kosas Cloud Set. This is a light as air powder that just doesn't add a thick heaviness to your eyes, and it does a great job of actually locking in whatever liquid or cream primer product is on your lid. So I'm going to use the other side of the N17 that I didn't have the Makeup by Mario on, and you're just going to press this right on top to lock in that base. Now going in with that same wonderful warm palette from Hung Van Gogh N13 brush, and the color payoff is just going to be more rich, more vibrant, especially if you're working with like colorful eyeshadows. You definitely want to cancel out any redness or any pigmentation on your eyelids prior to a colorful eyeshadow look because it's going to keep it so true to tone. It's not going to alter the finish. It's going to keep it nice and bright and really help those bright eyeshadows and those colorful eyeshadows pop. So stop sabotaging your eyeshadow application and prime your eyes because the difference is going to be night and day. Primed, ready to go. You can see my veins, redness, everything peeking through, and it's really affecting the overall look and appearance of that beautiful eyeshadow.